It's the Becky and Boca Show, coming to you live every Thursday night at 6 p.m. from glamorous downtown Boca Raton. I'll show you how to live life in style in one of the country's most elegant cities, nestled right along the beautiful Atlantic beaches between Palm Beach and Miami. So sit back, relax, and let me show you how to indulge yourself Boca style. Hello, and welcome to the Becky and Boca Show, and happy Thanksgiving. I haven't had my turkey yet, but my boys and my mother are at home cooking it. And I'm in here with a very special guest. She is my niece, Elena, and she is from Chicago. And we're going to talk to her in a little bit about the difference between someone her age and someone my age when it comes to beauty stuff and hair and makeup and all that stuff. But first of all, I want to say that I am wearing clothes and jewelry from Serendipity Boutique. And if you want to buy any of this stuff, it's all for sale. These bracelets are gorgeous, and I know they're a certain brand. Alexis Bitar. Beautiful stuff. These are $198 each. There's 3 of them. I don't know the price of the necklace, but I know the dress is a reasonable $140. That's a very good price. So this stuff is all from Serendipity. And I would also like to thank my sponsor, which is Ivy Lee's Makeup and Beauty Lounge, Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton. Fabulous place to get your makeup done. They usually do my makeup for the show, but since it's Thanksgiving, I had to do my own, so don't blame them for this. I did my best. But they are wonderful. They're at 233 South Federal Highway in Boca Raton. Ivy and Lisa are the 2 makeup artists, and they do beautiful makeup. If you've never had your makeup professionally done, you really should go and try it because it makes all the difference in the world. Okay, anything else I need to say? Watch my Facebook page, Becky in Boca, because I am going to be doing something again with Siggy Flicker probably in January, where we're going to get an auditorium and have 300 guests come in, and we're going to ask questions of Siggy because she is a relationship specialist, and it will be very interesting. She has wonderful advice for people. So watch my Facebook page so that you can get tickets for that. That'll be coming up. We're talking about maybe mid-January right now. Okay, now we're going to talk to my guest, Elena Maganini. And Elena, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you live, first of all?
Well, I live in the suburbs of Chicago in a small town called St. Charles, Illinois. I'm 14 years old. I'm a freshman in high school. And yeah.
And you're visiting me for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And we've been snorkeling and we've been to the beach every day and we've been having just a fantastic time. What's the weather like up there right now?
Cold, like 30 degrees.
And ice and snow and all that stuff?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Big difference. And you have a brother that goes to the University of Miami.
Yeah.
So he's staying at my house too. So we are having a great time. Okay, the first thing I want to talk to you about is social media.
Okay.
Because I dabble in it, but I know that you kids live in it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's your world. And that's really strange compared to the way I grew up when I was your age. We didn't have cell phones. Yeah. We didn't have social media. We didn't even have computers. I'm like 100 years old. So the only way we could get in touch with our peers was by going into the kitchen and picking up the telephone with the long cord and calling them. And it's totally different now.
Yeah.
Because you know where everybody is at every minute and what everybody's doing. And can you tell us what social media you use?
So I use my 2 main social medias that I use are Instagram and Snapchat. And I've actually seen on your settings, you can go in and see how much battery percent goes to each app on your phone. Oh. And 44% of my battery goes to Snapchat on my phone. So that just shows how much time I actually spend.
So Snapchat is your biggie.
Yeah.
See, I have a Snapchat account, but as you know, I don't even use it.
Yeah, sometimes I Snapchat you and you never open it.
I know. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and I just started Twitter. Please, somebody go be my friend on Twitter because it's embarrassing. I think I have 9 people. So Facebook Facebook is my biggie, but that's known for people my age now, right? Do
I don't
kids
know,
even go on there?
I don't know anybody my age that really even has a Facebook account. I'm sure like some people do.
Maybe just so their mother thinks they're behaving?
But I don't really know anybody that I guess it's just
Did they
it was
ever?
one of the, I
or-
think it was like one of the first social medias.
So
that's
maybe you were
why
too
it's-
young at the time
Yeah.
and you didn't have any social media at
Yeah.
all? And you now have an iPhone.
Yeah.
When did you get that? I know for a long time you...
Well, I've had it for almost 2 years now, so like a year and a half. I got it going into seventh grade, maybe.
So I imagine your life changed dramatically once you got
Well-
your iPhone. Because before that, were you on any of the social
Well,
media?
I had like an iPad that I could like Snapchat people
Oh,
on
okay,
and
so
like
you could
use
still do
Instagram
it.
on. But like, yeah, definitely once you get a phone, it's totally different. And like when I first got my phone, like I was babysitting, so like that was the only reason why I really needed to have it, was so like I could call in for an emergency or anything.
That's how you got your mom and dad to get you
Yeah.
a phone.
Yeah, and I like take care of my phone very well. I've had it for like a year and a half now. I haven't broken it once.
But I would say it's a safety feature for a young woman to have a phone.
Yeah.
In case anything happens
well,
anywhere,
and
you're
now
in
that
touch.
I'm in high school, like I'm staying after school all the time. Like I have clubs that I can go to, and you never know like what's gonna happen. So it's nice just to be able to keep in touch with people and like
you can tell your
know-
mom when you're coming home and all that.
Yeah,
See, the
exactly.
keeping in touch aspect is what I wasn't able to do as a
Yeah.
kid. I never knew where my friends were. I had to go out and find them physically.
I know,
find
it's so
them.
easy now. Like I can just text somebody.
Like there was a silo in Illinois where they used to hang out. I had to drive by the silo and see if they were there. But there was none of this knowing where everybody was at any point.
Yeah.
You could call them when they're at home at their house on the landline, and you're going to meet them somewhere. But in between, there was no way of knowing. If they didn't show up, we had no idea.
Yeah, well, and now that we have like Snapchat and everything, especially Snapchat because it's just so constant. Like you can see what everybody's
All
doing
day long, you Snapchat?
all day. Like
What
yeah.
about when you're in school?
Yes, during my
During class?
well,
Is that allowed?
during my free hours, which are my study halls, I Snapchat a lot. And then but like you can see like people's stories too, so like you know like what everybody's doing throughout their
All
day.
day long.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah,
So
so-
people, but then on the other hand, everybody knows where you are all the time, right? And what you're doing.
No, well, it depends on what you post. Like if you post every second, then yes. But if you don't, then like
Then they don't. Okay.
Yeah.
So Snapchat's your biggie. What about Instagram?
yeah, I try to use Instagram a lot because I don't know, it's just more, it's not really as like personal. Like let's say on Instagram, like you friend everybody or you add everybody or you're following everybody from your school. Like Snapchat, it's just like
Snapchat is
people
like a
that-
one-on-one thing?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you tell me? If somebody Snapchats you or makes you a Snapchat
Yeah,
friend or
like
something.
that means that you're friends.
So if a guy were to do that, that would be a big deal?
Not like a big deal. It just means that you're friends.
Okay. So, but can you look at other people's Snapchat without being friends with them?
No.
So it's not like Facebook where you can just spy
No.
on other people.
No, you
all
can't
day.
spy
Okay.
without them knowing. Like you have to physically add them and say, "I want to be your friend," before you see any of their.
Well, that's probably
Snapchats.
better because then it's a controlled
Yeah.
environment. You're not
Yeah.
you're not dealing with strangers.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you told me that you have to have good Insta. I'm on
Yes.
Instagram. I don't even know if I have good Insta. What is good Insta?
Well, I think an Instagram feed is very important.
So how often during the day do you have to put up something?
Oh, not like I only check. Okay, so like comparison to Snapchat, I check Instagram like I'd say like 3 to 5 times a day, and then I check Snapchat probably a lot,
Like how much?
20 to 30 times a day.
Probably more than that, right?
No.
Like all day long.
Like check, like open your phone and see your Snapchat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the most important one, and that's the one that I only dabble in.
So like I don't post as much on Instagram just because like I don't know. It's
You
kind of
told
like
me
looked down.
don't overpost. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. So like
So
if
you gotta
you
help
post,
me out because
I mean, it's kind of like looked down upon if you post 2 times in one day. Like that's just like not.
on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing you told me that. I think I've done that.
Yeah, you kind of don't want to do that. And
So only once a day.
well, not even once. Like that's like a lot.
That's a lot. And it needs to be a quality post, right?
Yes.
What is a quality post?
Well, for me, it has to be something like interesting that like people will actually like look and be like, oh, that's cool. Like I'll like that, you know. So like when you go on trips, throwback pictures.
Okay, but
are
only
big.
once a day. You got to do this.
No, not once a day. It
Not
depends on. Yeah, it depends on the week, the like season. Like if you're on vacation, I post once a day because like you're doing stuff every single day and people like want to know what you're doing on vacation, you know?
Right.
So they like to see that stuff. But like if it's like a Tuesday night, like nobody's really gonna
No, nothing on
care
there.
like what you're gonna do.
Is
what
there a
you're-
better time of day?
Oh yes.
What's the
this
best
is
time?
very important.
Because I'm
This
always
is
trying to figure
very
that.
important.
What? Okay. I am
so,
on.
So the best time of the day to post is at night, like at around 9 o'clock.
So if I were going to post a picture on Instagram about Becky and Boca, the best time to do it is 9 o'clock at night?
Yes, because that's when people like are starting to like go to bed or settle down. Well, and maybe even later for you, but like for people my age, like that's when people
That's
are
when they're
on
mostly
their,
on there?
Yeah. Cuz like
I would think morning.
yeah, well, morning too, cuz usually people check their Instagram feed like before they go to bed at night and then when they wake up in the morning or like in between.
So if you put it on at night, they're either going to check it that night or they're going to see it in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the best time. Middle of the
So-
day is not good?
Well, like I guess like there are certain times of the day where you can like I don't really do like middle of the day because like you can find out I know people who like look at like apps that show you like what the best like who's on Instagram right now, should you post, should you not post, like there are certain apps to say.
So you know. Wow,
Yeah.
there's apps that say that?
Yeah.
Interesting. I might have to get some of those.
Yep.
So you're not on Twitter at all?
No.
Shoot, I need a follower.
I'm not big on Twitter.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's like it's so.
You have to do that constantly, I heard.
Yes, that's very hard because like if you follow lots of people on Twitter, like people post to Twitter all the time, and then it
Yeah, I got to get up to like 25,000. I'm at
yeah.
9.
it's kind of annoying.
Facebook is where I'm at.
Yeah, just stay to
Okay,
Facebook.
stay there. Okay, now what about stalking someone on social media? Like, when I was a kid, if there was a boy I liked, I might, drive by his house or something like that to see where he is. But now
Look
you
in his
can,
window.
yeah, that sort of thing. But now you can find out what someone is doing by looking at their social media, right?
Yeah, so you can look at their Instagram, you can look under the key thing is to look under the posts that they're tagged in. So like
Like if they're at a party, they'll be tagged and you'll know where they are.
Yeah, well, not that. It's just because some people like they don't post like they don't post a lot of pictures of themselves, but they'll be
But
tagged.
other people will.
Yeah. So or they'll show pictures where like you can't really see what they look like. So you want to look under their tagged photos so you can really like know what they look like
That's
and
a trick.
who they are. And yeah.
Okay, you told me girls post a lot more than guys do.
Yeah, I think that's just I think that's true. And like I personally like my Instagram has a lot of posts on it. I think I have like 200 something. But some people only have like 22 photos or like even like 3 photos. So I guess it just kind of depends on the person.
Yeah.
I don't really see a lot of guys that post as much as a girl posts.
Okay, what did you tell me about making group chats with friends? Is that on
Oh,
Instagram or is that on?
No, that's like if what we're doing. Like if we want to get together or something, like me and my friends, we'll talk about it in school. Like, hey, what are you doing tonight or tomorrow night or Friday night? And then you get all the people that you want to hang out together. And, like, usually you have set group chats where it's, like, Friday night squad, like, movie squad, like, just, like, certain people that you do.
So the group, the people that you're going to go hang out with.
Yeah. So, like, and then usually you stick with those same people if you're going to do it, like, every Friday night.
That would be an easy way to organize it, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So you kind of just put the group message together and then, like, you say, hey guys, like, if you want to come over Friday for, like, pizza and a movie, and then, like, if they can't, they basically leave the group conversation, like, saying, oh, I can't go, or they...
A lot easier than standing in the middle of your kitchen on a rotary phone
Yeah.
trying to get...
And it's a lot
do
easier...
like a party line.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to do, it's a lot easier to, like, my Halloween party that we had, I made, like... I made 2 huge group messages with like 30 people each. And that helped a lot because like it's easier that way to like find out who's actually coming.
Yeah.
And then like if they can't come, like all they have to do is leave the group message. That's all
And
they
you know
have
they're
to
not
do.
coming.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, I want to ask you, I know you're not quite dating age yet, but I would imagine social media is very important in dating now. Like, if a guy liked a girl or a girl liked a guy, can you contact them on social media to see if there's going to be...
Yeah.
So how would you do that?
Well, following them on Instagram would be your first step.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, just like...
Like, how would I find out if there was a guy? How would I find out if he liked me? I can do that with Instagram? Because that's what we always had. We had to have a friend ask him if he liked me. That's how that works.
Well, it still happens like that. Like, it's not all social media. Like, you still can... It's still like
but
that.
I don't think you wouldn't even have to
hear...
involve the friend now. You just go to social media and find out if he likes you.
Well, some people, like... You can still find a lot of stuff.
You could slip him a note. We would slip him a note. Do you like me? Yeah.
No, like, a lot of people still do that, like, through school. Like, there's still gossip in school. Like, it's not just everybody on their phones
media.
all the
That's
time.
True. That's true.
So, like, that can still happen. But if they follow you on Instagram and then, like, as they wait, like... Well, if they add you on Snapchat right away, then you know something's
up. That's a biggie, right?
Yeah.
So if a guy were to add you on Snapchat, that's...
Well, if they add you on Snapchat and then start Snapchatting you, that's a big move.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So.
Now, you said that you always post pictures when you're all dressed up, like, to go out. That's, like, the best.
Well, yeah, usually my pictures are, I'm dressed up or I'm at the beach or something like that. Just because, like, I only post for, like, special, like, things that's going on. Like, I wouldn't post, like I said before, like, on a Tuesday night, like...
You wouldn't post, I'm watching TV.
Oh, no.
No?
No.
That's not cool?
Absolutely not. No. So just for, like, special events, vacations, stuff like that.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got some other things here I want to ask you about. Socializing now with kids, this kind of ties into the same thing. You say that, like, you'll get your girlfriends together and go to somebody's house and just have pizza and a movie.
Yeah.
That's what you would do on a Friday night?
Yeah.
You wouldn't go to the silo like I did?
No, there are no silos.
There's silos. I know you have silos. You live in Illinois.
I actually haven't seen a silo, like, very...
There's one on Lover's Lane up by Sleepy Hollow. That's the one I used to go to.
Anyway.
I'm sure it's still there. Okay, so you don't go to the silo. You have house parties.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even call it a party. Like, if it's
just
a few
group
friends,
of people?
Yeah, if, like, it could be a few friends, like, 5 or less, if we're talking about, like, a normal Friday night, 5 or less. And what me and my friends usually do is we go to somebody's house, it's usually mine, to watch a movie and we end up not even watching a movie because we can't decide on what movie to watch.
Been there.
Because people want to watch a scary movie, they want to watch a funny movie, they want to watch like so many different things. Like my one friend.
Now, when you're there with all your girlfriends, are you Snapchatting boys?
Yes.
Yes, I figured that's what was going on. Okay.
Well, so like my one friend, she hates scary movies, so whenever we go to somebody's house and we all say we want to watch a scary movie, we literally cannot watch a scary movie or she'll leave.
She'll leave. Okay. All right.
So we'll either like do movie nights like that with pizza, or sometimes like we decide that we like want to go out and like for dinner or something and get dressed
so
up.
you go like to a restaurant.
Yeah. So,
but just girls, not with guys.
Yeah, just girls.
Okay.
And then recently a few of my friends and I like it was Saturday. We like two of them have really like fancy cameras, and we decided to like go on a nature hike and then like take pictures, and then we went out to lunch afterwards. So.
Oh, fun. You have a fancy camera. You have that GoPro we've been using in the ocean.
Yeah.
I might have to get one of those.
Yeah, you really should.
I love that. Okay, you said another thing that you do is bonfires. Is that with guys or is that just girls?
Well, that's like bonfires kind of tie in with like parties almost.
We used to do bonfires at the silo. Okay.
So like a bonfire is kind of like a party, like yeah.
Okay.
So like more people would
more
be
people,
invited.
so you'd have guys and
like
girls for that. Where do you do these
10 or
bonfires?
more. Oh,
Your yard?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So like we have like a dead.
I know you have a big yard. Okay.
We have a dead tree, and like we chopped it down, and then like it's just a little pit where
Like a
we
fire
have our
pit.
fires. Yeah.
Cool. Now you told me another thing that kids are into now is tapestries.
Yes, a lot of girls love tapestries.
Those
and
are those big like they're like a scarf thing that you hang on the wall.
Yeah.
And you were showing me like a lot of Snapchats have tapestries behind them.
Well, yeah, it's kind of just like
a backdrop.
Yeah.
Tapestries. Interesting.
So, yeah, I think it's kind of, I don't know why, but I feel like kids nowadays are getting into more of like the hippie.
Yeah, from the 60s.
Yeah.
That's from the 60s.
Yeah. It's interesting.
What about iPhones versus droids?
Oh my God.
Are there any kids that use droids?
Like if you use a droid, you're kind of
something really wrong with you?
Looked down upon. Like you don't really.
Right. So it's all iPhones for the kids.
Yeah.
You know anybody with a droid?
Yeah, I know a few people like.
Why do they have a droid?
I know somebody that still has a flip phone, actually.
Really? Oh,
just
gosh.
one person.
That kid must be socially shunned, huh?
So, yeah, it's kind of sad.
It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad that the kid has a flip phone.
Like, even if you have a droid, like, you can't be put in those huge group messages for parties.
Right, I know that, yeah.
Like,
right. You can't do as much with a droid as you can with an iPhone. Now, you told me that homecoming is big with kids your age, right?
Yeah,
really big.
And actually, like, people don't even go with dates anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Like,
that was always so much pressure.
Yeah, like, it doesn't, like, a lot of people just go in groups of friends. And then that's nice, because then you can dance with whoever you want. Like, it's no big deal.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I like
so
that.
You just go with your friends. You have, like, a picture party.
You have to do the corsage and the boutonniere if you didn't just go in a group? Oh, that's good to cut that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pain in the butt. Okay, so now what constitutes a date these days? I know you're too young, but you must have a little older friends that date. Do people still go on dates where the guy goes and picks up the girl, takes her out to dinner, pays for dinner, and that kind of thing, or is that gone?
I don't.
That went the way of the rotary phone.
Yeah. I think like if you're in kind of like like if you've been dating for a while, or if you're very like if you actually like the person. And you would consider yourselves like dating, then that I think some people do that, but some people.
But there's no like first date where the guy, I guess you don't call, maybe text you, not you, but maybe your older friends, and would you like to go out to dinner? And he takes you out. Nothing?
No,
that's like olden days stuff.
No, like if like it's not like a first date where like. After that, you're dating. Like, it's you're dating, and then you,
and
like,
then
go
you
on
go out
a
to
date.
dinner. Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
So it's
That's not good. That's not good at all. So, what age are people start dating these days?
Like, none of my friends have dated anybody, so.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Because you're from the Midwest.
Some
that's
people,
different.
some people like, I guess like this sounds very like cliche, but depends like what group you're in.
Right. What
Like,
clique you're in.
Yeah, so like if you're popular, you've been dating since like 6th grade.
6th grade?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But like if you're just a cool kid like me, you don't date anybody yet.
Well, you shouldn't be dating
Yeah.
yet.
I just think it's kind of
Yeah,
not-
yeah. 6th grade?
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I just don't think it's like very appropriate to like have your mom drive you to a date. Like, you should be able to drive yourself
Right,
to your date. Like,
Can you Uber?
oh God, no.
Is that
the
appropriate?
Uber.
I'll pick you up in an Uber. I would think that would work. Okay. I wanted to ask you about vape pens quickly because you
Oh,
had
God.
said that kids are into vape pens.
Yeah.
Would these be the same people that were the cigarette smokers when I was a kid? Or is it a totally different thing?
Well, who are the cigarette smokers?
The people that smoked cigarettes? I don't know.
Like, are they popular? Are they like the cool kids?
Probably not. It was more of like a subculture group.
Yeah, like, see, with my grade nowadays, which is very unfortunate, like, if you vape, like, or if you're popular, you vape, like, that's just kind
If you're
of what
popular,
happens.
you vape.
Yeah.
So it's a thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, it's,
Okay, so we're going to go to
It's-
break here in a minute, but
okay.
tell me a little bit more about the vapes.
so you, like, if you're popular, like, you kind of are expected to, like,
To
vape.
vape.
Yeah.
That's so odd.
Yep.
Okay, I think we're going to go to break here in a minute, and I've got some good stuff to ask you on the other side of the break. I have 2 more sheets of things.
Okay.
Very good. Serendipity Consignment Boutique is unlike any other consignment shop you have ever seen. Lisa has the most beautiful and immaculate designer bags, clothes, shoes, and accessories. It's a designer candy store. So go check out Serendipity Consignment Boutique, Glades Plaza, 2200 Glades Road, Boca Raton, or visit their website at consignmentboca.com.
Times are tough, and right now those in the commercial world know that being heard via advertisements is the name of the game. AmpSquare.tv understands how important advertisement is and is proud to express that it's truly the only plugged-in internet television production company on the market. Amp2.tv live streams all their shows across all the major selling markets in the U.S. and abroad. Call them at 866-224-5422. The AmpSquare.tv library allows productions to be seen over and over again, making commercial platforms more usable. Call 866-224-5422. Toll free 866-224-5422. Amp2.tv, the first and only internet television network that's truly plugged in. 866-224-5422. That's AMP2.TV.
You're watching and listening to The Becky and Boca Show about all the fun and glamorous things available in Boca Raton. And now, back to the show. Okay, welcome back to Becky and Boca. This is the second half of my Thanksgiving show. And because it's Thanksgiving, I have a relative on. This is Elena Maganini, my niece from Chicago. And we were talking about social media the first half hour, but now I want to talk about beauty stuff because I always tell people, you know, what I do, Becky and Boca, that's all beauty stuff, cosmetic procedures, hair, all that. I say, no, if you're 13 years old or 73, you're still interested in that stuff. It doesn't ever stop.
Well, yeah.
It's a little bit different, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, I definitely think that it's somewhat.
Oh, we have a caller. Maddie's
Oh.
on the phone. Okay. Do you know Maddie?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Put her through. Hello, Maddie.
Hi.
Hi. You want to talk to Elena?
Yeah.
Elena,
Hi,
your friend
Maddie.
Maddie's on there.
Hey.
Do you have a question to ask?
Yeah. What is your stance on Kylie Jenner? Do you think she's like a good role model for kids these days, or not?
Excellent question.
Yeah, that was actually on our list to get to. So I think Kylie Jenner, honestly, I think that she's really pretty.
So do I.
But then again, she's had multiple procedures.
Wait, what do you mean by multiple?
Well,
What does she
I
have
don't
done?
think that she just had
She had lip
filler.
injections. I know that.
Okay, she admitted
And they're
to
very
having
pretty.
lip fillers.
I like her lips.
Yeah, I mean they look good. Like they look good. But like
good.
I feel like she
I'm
has
good.
had
Think so.
other stuff too.
Do you think she had anything else done, Maddie?
What?
Do you think Kylie Jenner had anything done besides her lips?
I heard she's had like plastic surgery, but I don't know for sure if that's true or not.
Her nose? I think someone said her nose.
I think she's had butt implants.
Butt implants.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
You think that's true?
I don't know, just because everything you hear, you can't really like tell if it's true or not.
Yeah,
But,
well,
like, her
the
sister,
same thing
so-
happened to the rumors about her lip fillers too. Like
First she denied it, right?
yeah,
Why do people deny that stuff?
I know. Like you should
It's
just
something to
be
be ashamed
honest
of.
about it. So I feel like now that the rumors are kind of spreading around
About the butt implants?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. It could possibly be true.
It could be true because that's definitely a thing now. I don't
Yeah.
understand. The last thing I want to do is make my butt bigger. But
I
I do know women who have done it, and they love it.
Well, I feel like all the Kardashians are kind of like known, or Kardashians or Jenners are kind of like known for their butts. Like,
But aren't those natural? I mean,
I don't think so. I think Kim Kardashian's butt is definitely fake.
you think so?
Have you seen?
What do you think, Maddie?
I think it is too. I think
Like her thighs don't match up with her butt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
agree.
look normal.
That would be a. But don't other members of her family have the same? Maybe it's just a genetic thing,
I don't know.
or maybe they all have butt implants.
Yeah, that could be
Anything's
it too.
possible.
Yeah, that could be it too.
So, but I don't know. Would you ever get butt implants, Elena?
No.
No. How about you, Maddie?
No, I would not.
No. Okay, so that's okay. So we think so, but you like Kylie Jenner, right?
Well, I don't know if she's the best role model because, like, you never know when stuff is, like, gonna be, like, in or out. Like, big lips are in right now. Big butts are in right now. Like,
Well, let me tell you, with the lips, she's doing lip injections, so that doesn't last forever.
yeah.
That kind of absorbs, so she would have to redo that maybe once a year. But the butt implants, you're right, she would have to get those removed at some
Yeah,
point.
so, like, you don't know. Maybe, like, small
yeah,
butts
maybe
would
small
be the
butts. I always
thing.
thought they were in. Maybe they come back.
Yeah, you never know.
My butt has
so-
always been too big for me, as far as I'm concerned. I would like to reduce it, not make
Yeah.
it bigger.
Yeah, so I guess, like, you never know with things. Like,
Right,
you
and
can't,
she's so young.
Yeah, you can't, like, take stuff back, really, especially, like, a big thing like that. Like,
Oh, you could
can't-
remove it. Yeah, you could.
all that money to spend on
Well,
it and then
I don't think she has to
remove
worry
it.
about money.
I know,
But what they would do is just go in there and take the implants out. But then you might have issues with saggy skin,
Yeah.
and it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
And I wonder, really, I mean, she's a pretty girl. I wonder
Yeah,
if anyone thought she was
she-
prettier because she did the butt implants. No, weird.
Guess we'll never know.
Okay, so none of us are doing butt implants.
No.
Okay.
Butt implants are a no.
Yes. Okay. Now, you told me that messy buns are in.
Yeah.
As far as hair goes.
So, like, the big thing with hair nowadays is, messy buns. Like, if you, like, I get
You
complimented.
just put your bun up and make it a big mess,
Well,
and that's.
I get complimented a lot on my messy buns. People love them.
Does it have to be really messy or just?
Well, like, you
I might
wanna
have to try this.
Well, it's kind of hard. Yeah, you would have good hair for it, I think. So you just kind of like, I don't know. I think it's just kind of like,
You pull your hair
showing-
up and just kind of twist it and.
well, I think it's just showing like, oh, I'm comfortable, like,
Like, I don't
looking
care.
messy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
Do you wear makeup when you have a
shows,
messy bun?
I don't.
I like
but,
that lipstick, by the way.
so-
What
thank
brand is
you.
that?
It's Revlon.
Revlon. I like the way it's kind of matte.
Yeah, it's like the matte. I just got it at Target, so.
Can we go to CVS tomorrow and get some?
Yeah.
I want to get some.
They have like multiple colors. It's like the new thing. And like I actually got okay, this is a funny story. Going back to Kylie Jenner. I bought one of her lipsticks and lip liners. Her lip liner was great. They're like known to be great. They're very creamy. They're easy to apply. Her lipstick though, I got this exact color too. I I think it was called Mary
This
Jo.
isn't the one you're wearing. You're talking about a different one.
No, this is
okay.
this is the Kylie Jenner one. This is the Revlon one. So the Kylie Jenner one, it's very like dry on your lips, and then it like
I know what you mean.
peels
No
up,
quality control.
and it feels like thick on your lips. Like it feels like it's like stacking up. It does not feel.
I bought
nice.
some Kim Kardashian nail polish once when I was in a hurry
Yeah.
because I needed a color. I was going out and I stopped at CVS. I needed to patch up. And then when I put it on my nails, it was the cheapest, worst possible.
Yeah.
Like they pay nothing for it and they just kind of make a product. And they sell their names to a lot of people. So they're not really checking on quality sometimes. It's
Yeah.
probably just whatever deal they get, they take.
So, but Kylie Jenner, like, this is her own thing. Like, she has posted videos on Instagram of her, like, making her own eyeshadows. Like, she's very, like, out about her company. And, like, she makes sure that everybody knows that it's...
That it's
like,
hers.
Yeah. So, and I've heard that her other stuff is great. Like, I've heard that, like, her other lipsticks are great, but like the one that I just had,
That one? Didn't like
and
it.
I was surprised because like this one feels a ton better.
Is that Kylie Jenner?
No, this is the Revlon.
Revlon.
one.
Okay, that's right.
So I don't know. I just didn't, and like it was really expensive to get it too. Like it was like $20 for the lipstick.
You're paying for
and
the
then-
name.
Yeah, and then so like I don't know. It was just kind of unfortunate. But like I just like. It didn't work for me, but like some people it might work for, you know.
So she's got all the marketing of probably clothes and make a lucky girl, all
Yeah.
that stuff. We're talking about hair. You said blonde highlights are in right now,
Yeah.
but what about is it the balayage or the where you do the light on the ends?
So basically, what I have right now is a mix between a balayage and an ombre. It's kind of darker at the roots, and then it goes down.
I like
and
that.
it's all the way light at the bottom. So like I just kind of like going like this. Like you can see how it's dark.
So
and
when you
then
do your
all the way
messy
to
bun,
light.
you have
Yeah,
the dark
it looks
and the
very
blonde.
cool.
So that's what's in right now as far as hair color.
Well, yes. And also, like, some people, if they don't want to, like, do something as drastic as this, they just get blonde highlights just to kind of, like, lighten up their hair
Brighten it up.
a little. Yeah.
So that's what's in with
so, like,
people your
having
age.
a basic, like, hair, like, just a standard one color hair is not very common.
Nobody's doing like the dark browns and black hair anymore.
No.
No. What about pink hair?
Okay, I don't know, like, a lot of people who have colored
Because I've seen
hair.
that around town.
Yeah, I don't really know that many people who color like their hair like colors.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, it's just kind of like not like
No,
It's
no
not-
pinks. So people are
it's not
sticking with the more
trending.
natural colors
Yeah.
now. That's
Yeah.
better because
Yeah.
for a while there it was going to all the weird purples and greens and there. Oh, granny gray. You know anybody that does granny gray?
no, but actually this has been popular, like the grayish white hair. Have you like I don't see anybody in my school that
Granny
does
gray.
it, but like people like and
Young
it like
people.
looks like it doesn't like look bad. Like if you have the right hair to pull it off, like you could actually like it's like a silvery gray
On a young
white-
person, right?
Yeah,
See, you have to be young to do that because if you did
Yeah.
it at my age, you just have great hair.
yeah,
But if you do it at a young age, it's a chic thing, right?
yeah.
To make your hair
It
gray.
like it looks very like kind of elegant if you do it right. You
And
know?
it's sophisticated because they know that you went out of your way to make your hair that
Mm-hmm.
color for a reason. I've seen it on a few young women, and I think it's a little shocking.
Yeah.
But
I haven't seen anybody like in public who's had it done, but I've seen a lot of people like on Instagram.
we could do you. We take you tomorrow.
Oh
salon.
no, thanks.
You
I
don't
just
wanna be
got
Granny
this
Gray?
done. I love this.
I love your color.
Yeah.
I do. That's very, very nice.
And I think a lot of people do it because like hair artists, like when I was getting this done, she said like balayage is like the new biggest thing. Like
That's where they
people
paint on
love-
the highlights on.
So that's when this is basically a balayage. So when I got it done, she said I love doing balayage because she was an artist, like she paints, and she said like it's doing art on your hair.
art on your hair.
Yeah. So
yeah, I've seen some beautiful balayage.
oh yeah.
And they can do really pretty colors and a mixture of colors. Okay, lip color. We talked about what you have on. What about glitter lips? I see young girls walking around with glitter lipstick. You don't like it? I never like anything glittery or shiny.
Yeah.
What about nude lip colors?
Yeah, nude, like, if you wear, like, you, at my school, like, you either, like, full out do your makeup, like, eye makeup, lips.
False eyelashes?
No.
No?
Not, but, like, you wear mascara, stuff like that, fill in your eyebrows. You either full out, like, go full out, wear no makeup, or you wear just mascara. Like, those are just, like, the three things that...
Full out, no makeup, or just mascara?
Yeah.
Okay. I would think false eyelashes and lipstick. That's what one of the housewives said, housewives in New Jersey, Dolores. She said if you're going out and you just have false eyelashes and lips, you're good.
Yeah, well, I guess that's if you want more of a natural, but I still have makeup on.
Yeah.
So, but, like, I don't see... yeah, like, the pinky nudes are pretty common.
Yeah.
I like those colors too.
What
I think they look
about
good.
any girls your age wearing hair extensions?
No. Like, if you want, actually, I was thinking about this the other day. So basically the common hair length for most girls in my school is like around this. Maybe even a little bit like longer. So, like, a lot of girls at my school either have hair like this, or if you're blonde, they tend to have longer hair just because their hair is so pretty. They like to grow it out. So, it's just kind of...
Long straight hair is in?
Well, if you have...
What about those barrel curls? Everybody's wearing those big barrel curls.
Beach waves are pretty popular.
How do you do that?
Okay, so how I do my beach waves... a trick I learned from the hairstylist is, so if you use a wand and you put it over your head like this, and then so you'll twist it this way.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I call it barrel curls, but I guess that's wrong.
So, and then with the next strand, you curl it like the opposite way.
Oh.
So then it gives it some dimension because, like, this
it's not all blending together.
Yeah. So, like, if you have it all blended, it just looks kind of, like, odd. But if it goes opposite ways, it looks more, like, natural and gives it more, like, volume and stuff like that.
I'm going to have to try that on my own hair.
You basically,
I learned something tonight from you.
So you take the wand, you twist it opposite ways around your whole head, and then you wait for them to, like, cool down so they're not, like, hot. And then... you, like, take 3 fingers and run them through your hair. Don't brush.
You don't brush
because,
it because you want it to look kind of...
So you run 3 fingers through your hair just, like, lightly so you're not, like, so you don't, like, ruin the curl.
Then you put hairspray on it?
Yeah, and then you hairspray.
Oh, I'm going to have to try that. I've never tried it.
Yeah, so...
Cool. Do you get all dressed up for school every day? I think I used to sleep in electric rollers. On a school night. That's how badly I wanted to be dressed up for school.
It honestly depends on the week. Like, some weeks I'm, like, I have a ton of tests those weeks and I'm just not, like, ready to, like, dress up. I just don't do it. I know some girls who go to school every day looking great. Like, amazing.
Like, they spend a lot of time in the morning getting it.
Yeah. And it just, like, shocks me how they, like, can do that. Like, it's crazy to me.
You know what was worse? Do you have a swimming pool at your school?
Yes, we
It
have
was awful
swim
to get
gym.
all made up, and then you got to go take swim class.
Yeah, luckily, when I had swim gym, I had an 8th hour, which is our last hour in our day.
That's fine.
And then I get driven home from school, so I kind of didn't have to worry about anything if you wanted to get dressed up.
Right.
And it was actually easier getting dressed up for school if you wear a dress for swim gym, because then you just have to throw your dress on. Like, you don't have to worry about putting, like, tight jeans on or tight leggings on.
I remember I had a system. I would, like, wrap my hair with saran wrap and then put the swim cap over it, because there's no way I could have wet hair and go back to class. That wasn't happening. Oh, that was a lot of work. Okay, so you do makeup. Are girls doing the contouring? That's very popular
Yeah,
now.
like I said before, if you do like if you do full makeup and you do eyes and lips, they usually can contour too. It's kind of funny to see people who like don't really know what they're doing with contour.
Why, they make a mess?
Or just like trying it out. They look like they have just a black spot like on
That
their
would be me.
face. But like it's easy to learn how to do. It's not that hard.
That makes a big difference.
Yeah,
too.
and you have to like buy the right brands
Right.
because like if you get crappy stuff, like it's not
gonna
gonna
look
look good.
Yeah, we'll have to work on that. We'll practice that at my
Yeah,
house.
I can try it on you.
Yeah,
Let's.
I would like to
have
try it.
stuff at home.
Oh, you
so-
have it? You
yeah.
have the
I didn't do it today.
don't even
'cause
have
just
that.
in case.
Wow.
I do have a highlight on though.
You have
Can
a
see
highlight?
it?
Yeah, I do. On your cheeks.
Yep.
That's very pretty. What else do you wear? So in a typical morning, you put on foundation. What kind do you use?
Well, actually, on a typical morning, I usually don't wear any makeup to school. Just because, like, with school, I get stressed out about, like, all my homework, all my tests and everything. So the last thing I want to do is, like, pound on makeup to make my acne worse. But on, during the weekends, sometimes, like, if I dress up for school, obviously I'm going to wear makeup, but usually I don't. So,
well,
what
right now you have pretty makeup
Yeah,
on. So
so,
what's your foundation?
I actually just went to Sephora
It looks really
a
good.
few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, I'm pretty sure. And I'm wearing the all-nighter Urban Decay foundation.
Urban Decay foundation.
Yeah.
I haven't tried that, but
Yeah,
I think I will.
It's
I
very
like the way
good.
that looks.
It's like really like super waterproof. So, and it's full coverage. It's really easy to apply too. So,
Did you know
highly
that you can
recommend
put
it.
milk of magnesia on your face underneath your makeup to make it last all day?
Milk of what?
Milk of magnesia.
What's that?
I know, it's something you take when your stomach is upset.
Oh
You know?
God. Really?
That's what I was told. But
Interesting, like a
I
primer.
like that foundation.
Yeah, and then I'm wearing a primer. I forget what the name of it is called.
Oh, you have a primer on under it.
Yeah.
That might be why it looks so good. Did you get
Yeah,
that
it
at
could
Sephora?
be. Yeah, I forget the name of it.
You're going to have to write all this down for me.
Yeah.
so I can get it.
And then my eye makeup is from Clinique. It's just
I
one
like
of their
Clinique.
palettes. And then my lip is by Revlon. So
I love that lipstick.
I know.
I'm going to
but
get
they
some of
have
that.
all different shades too.
Okay, yeah, I would get maybe a more neutral, but I'm going to try it. All right,
And
let's
it
talk
feels
about.
like it feels really light on
Well, I
your
like
lips,
it because
which is
it's
good.
not shiny at all. It's just got a really
Yeah,
cool.
it's totally matte
Yeah,
finish.
but it doesn't look dry.
yeah.
All right, I'm getting some of that. Now we're going to talk about fashion.
Yeah.
Okay, where do I start? Rompers. I made it through the whole romper craze without wearing a romper, but I know every young person
Yeah.
out there is wearing rompers.
Yeah, rompers are really nice because it's a top, it's a top and a bottom in one. Like you just slip it on and
Not
you're
much
ready
of a
to
bottom
go.
though,
But they're shorts. Like
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
I guess.
So like it's kind of like the easiness.
You'll never
of-
see me in a romper. Okay, go ahead.
It's the easiness of a dress, but less casual
It's shorts, and a lot of them have long
or
sleeves,
less fancy,
but
more
shorts.
casual. What?
A lot of them have long sleeves, but they're shorts.
Yeah, rompers
You can't wear
are-
those in Illinois this time of year, though, can you?
Oh.
Maybe with leggings or something?
No.
No. Okay. I have seen people wear them with boots, though.
Yeah.
Okay, cropped hoodies. You told me are
Yeah,
big.
those are like the Adidas cropped hoodies are pretty popular.
That sounds cute.
Yeah.
What
So-
about bomber jackets? Everybody seems to be wearing those.
like if
The
you
silk
go to,
one, the satiny
yeah,
ones?
like H&M has a ton of that stuff, and H&M is a pretty popular store.
Right.
Just because like they have like their stuff is cheap. First of all,
I love
but
H&M.
yeah,
Especially their jeans.
yeah. So they have a lot of like cool kind of like throwback stuff like that there. that a lot of
Okay.
people like wearing.
Timberlands, you told me? Is
Yeah,
this
Tim's-
for guys or girls?
Actually,
everybody?
guys and girls both wear them. A lot
I
of
know my
guys
son
wear them.
bought a pair
I
recently,
think that
so
they're
it must be.
I think that they're
must be
like
trending.
the ugliest thing.
Oh, I kind of like them.
And
I
I think
like work boots. They
and
look like work boots.
I know that's why they're ugly.
They'd
Like
be comfortable. They're like Doc Martens, which
I
is
don't
another.
really like them.
You don't
Like
like
I
that
was
look.
thinking about buying a pair of them, and then I thought, wow, those are really ugly. I'm
That's not the
going to buy
point. They're popular right now. So, as far as other footwear, what are the young kids wearing, not young kids, the teenagers like you, heels, wedges, flats, booties?
White high top Converse, black high top Converse, any type of Converse.
So you
really.
don't torture your feet in these Jimmy Choo heels like I do, right?
Not at
No.
school. Are you kidding?
Walking around, nobody walks around in heels at school, right?
Well, I mean, if you're the girl that gets super dressed up every day and wears makeup every day, like you'll wear like not wedges, but like booties.
Yeah.
Like booties with like a little heel.
Yeah, those are cute.
And they always look so good. So.
Yeah, I like booties
I
with a
mean-
little heel. But nobody's walking around in stilettos at school. No. Good.
I'd hope
Okay,
not.
what about all this jewelry, this boho jewelry? I see all the young people wearing like wrap bracelets. You told me that those wrap bracelets are really popular.
Yeah, so like the big jewelry that people wear,
I
they
see
wear,
you have a,
yeah, I'm wearing
choker.
kind of like a, what's this material called?
I think it's velvet.
Yeah,
right?
velvet, a velvet black choker right now. Chokers, the big chokers that are in it's like a little string, and then there is a pearl like right in this area.
So the choker itself is a string?
Yeah, so it's not really like a choker like way up here. It's more like of a necklace. And there is just a small pearl right here. Literally, probably 75% of my school
Is wearing it?
The girls. Are
That's
wearing
quite a
it.
trend.
So it was a huge
I've
trend.
missed that whole trend.
Yeah, so
it's just a little string with a pearl.
yeah.
Huh.
So one of my friends has like, they were trending so much that her mom for her birthday actually bought her one with a real pearl.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, and it's very pretty. So
Wow, that is a cool look. Mm-hmm. Pierced ears. How many holes do you have in your ears?
okay, so right now I have two
Those are pretty earrings.
piercings. Yeah, these are real diamonds.
So
but
you
these
have-
ones are fake.
Oh, I was going to say, the big one's real?
No, the small ones are real. The big ones are fake.
Okay, so you have two in each ear?
Yes, and I am
Those are
planning
pretty.
on very soon getting this pierced.
The cartilage at the top
Yeah,
of
the
your ear?
cartilage. I really.
I
want
hope your
that
father's
pierced.
not watching.
No, he actually doesn't really mind. We were actually gonna look for somebody because my deal with my father was my school grades are good, then there's no
Go ahead and
problem.
pierce yourself. Okay.
Well, it's the ears. It's not like I'm piercing
That's
my
true.
tongue.
That's true.
You know,
That's
like
true. It's just the ear.
easily, boom, cover it up.
Right.
You know.
You can always take it out when you go for a job interview.
Yeah. Very
Okay.
true.
All right. Well, that would look kind of nice. So would you put little diamonds up there, or what would
Yeah,
you put?
so I'd probably put a real diamond right here.
That would be pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pierced. But other people are doing all sorts of piercings.
Yeah.
But probably not where you live, the Midwest.
Well, the big if you're like pretty boho, you have like
the nose piercing?
the nose piercing.
Is that common?
Oh, what's really common is just the small little
In your
diamond
school?
right here.
Little diamond in your nose.
Yeah, I actually wanted one of those.
You wanted one of those.
Yeah, I think that they're very cute.
I suppose that didn't go over well with your parents.
Well, they said once you're 18, you can
Once
get
you're
whatever
18.
you want.
won't want it by the time you're 18.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
probably
so
true.
we got just a couple of minutes here. Anything else you want to tell me about what people your age are into?
I think that's kind of it on my part, unless you have anything.
over the
else.
knee socks. I wanted to ask
yes,
you about
those
that.
are very cute.
I thought
if
those were
you're,
adorable.
Like, if you get dressed up, my cousin actually, she wears like really cute long sleeve velvet dresses, like red dresses with high over the knee white socks with
white.
cute.
What kind of shoes then do you wear with it?
She wore tan booties with
Oh.
it. Very cute outfit.
Yeah,
Very cute.
that does sound cute.
So yeah, they're pretty popular.
Well, thank you, Elena, for being my
Yeah,
guest
thank you.
and letting me know what young women are into. I know we
it's
have
fun.
a lot of overlap, especially in the makeup area.
Yeah.
In the makeup and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Clothes a little bit. You're way ahead of me in social media.
I know, I gotta catch you
Yeah.
up on that.
But thank you for coming, and we're
Yeah,
going
of
to go
course.
home and have some turkey, right?
Yeah, happy
We got your brother
Thanksgiving.
and my two boys and my mother, your grandma, cooking. So we're going to go home and enjoy that. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Thanks for coming. You have been watching and listening to The Becky and Boca Show. Tune in every Thursday night at 6 p.m. to discover all the ways to spoil yourself and have a good time in beautiful Boca Raton. See you next week.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Staying healthy is difficult. What nutritional supplements